If you are thinking that you see everything in your life, you are wrong. Because while millions of people from Venezuela are happy because Maduro is not in there, one dictator who take the life of thousands of people from Venezuela, sent to the prison thousands of people and make that with millions, more than with million people left the country, at the same time, left, socialists, Democrats, liberals are demonstrating that it was wrong to do that. It was wrong to take one dictator because it's against the law, international law. And they are worried about that. The same things happened when Bukele sent to the jail maybe a lot of people, maybe not enough, in prison, criminal, and the left, socialist, liberal, Democrat were worried because the human right. But when every day the rate was the more than 30 victims by day for years in Salvador, the left socialists say nothing. The human right for the people who they lost their life, it was not important. The most important is the criminal. The most important now for the left, for the socialists, for Democrats, for stupid people, for evil people, is the freedom of Maduro. And I want to ask, and the freedom of Venezuela, and the freedom of 32 million people, and the freedom of those with millions that left, and the freedom of 80,000 prisoners, because they are asking for their freedom, and the human right for those people. That is not important. It's just Maduro, one criminal. This is the things that you are looking for, the freedom for one criminal. For that reason, that is the reason that in the United States, you lose the elections. It's not because, people are evil, they're right. It's not right. It's that you are wrong. Maybe the right is right, and maybe left is sick. Because if you are asking, for the freedom of one criminal, you are also criminal like Maduro. I'm coming from Cuba. I know what the socialist is. I was living. Castro took the life of more than 20,000 people, sent to the prison more than 500,000 people. Cuban people, we left the country, around 3 million people, and it's because socialism. Because socialism is that you have not freedom, you have not human right, the human right that you are asking for criminal. Then, for us, you are sick, because it's impossible that you be demonstrating, that Maduro has human right. All the people has human right. But you need to pay for the crime. That is different. And if you have one dictator, then we need to respect the dictator. We need to respect Cuba dictator. No? And the Cuban people doesn't matter. But we have one dictator, and we are going to respect in the world, because we need to respect the soberanía de los cubanos. Yeah? But the Cuban people are living without food, without human right, without freedom, and then it's good. If tomorrow, one government, anyone, there are not a lot, because Canadian government, European ones, are almost socialist. Every day in this kind of country, you are losing the freedom. As Milei say, we are coming from the future, because all the things that they are doing now, Castro did in Cuba, there are almost 70 years ago. Then, if you are defending that kind of criminal, you are also criminal, or you are stupid people, because it's impossible that someone be defending another one that took the life of thousands of people just for to keep the power, took the freedom of one country of almost 40 million people without freedom just for to be in the power. And if you are Bremen, if you are worried about the freedom, the soberanía de Venezuela, if you are worried about that, why you not be ask you why 36 Cuban soldiers were around Maduro and lose their life? Because Cuba, Iran, China, Russian country, are in there, and you were not worried. People in Venezuela have no freedom, have nothing. But what the Maduro did with the petrol, what he did, just for to be rich. And you are demonstrating for one criminal who is rich while millions of people are living like worse than animals. Then it's a shame. But at the end, people like me, people that we are coming from dictator countries with dictatorship, we need to say thank you, because the last thing that we can do is vote for one Democrat or one liberal, because you are defending the things that did a lot of bad things to us. Then you are not a choice. You are sick. You are like Maduro. That's it. Enough for people like me to see that. But Maduro is going to pay, and Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, we are going to get the freedom.